Hi guys, I'm Maria. If you are watching this video, I assume you are currently searching for a place to stay. If yes, I got you. My aim for this video is to give you a lot of ideas on how you can get a place to stay for long term or short term if you plan to look for a place to stay on shore. Later in this video, I'm going to share with you some video clips of some people who are happy to share their experience with you on how they look for a place to stay in different parts of Australia. By the way, if you are a traveler, a working holiday visa holder, or a worker, this video will still be helpful for you. Before we proceed, there's a wide variety of student accommodation options available for international students in Australia, such as student share accommodation, homestays. Homestays are popular option for international students or travelers who want to live with local family and experience Australian culture. Hostels. Hostels is a perfect option for a short-term stay. It is a safe haven for people who just arrived and looking for a place to stay in. Next is student apartment, where some universities offer housing for rent on campus or nearby. There are also some other options such as university accommodation, hotels, motels or motor inns, renting a room in a shared house or apartment, renting a unit or a house and finding flatmates to share it with. If you are not satisfied with the options, you can also try being an au pair in exchange for a free accommodation, farm stays, bed and breakfasts, caravan parks, camping, resorts, and many more. But I don't think you need those unless you are up for an adventure. These accommodations I mentioned can be for long-term or short-term depending on your budget, plans, comfort, and rental agreement. I also know some people who initially looked for a short-term place to stay, and when they arrived here, they started looking for apartments for their long-term stay. Good thing about this is you can inspect the place in person and you get to know the people whom you are going to stay with. So now let's proceed to how to find an accommodation in Australia. First, online search. Some popular websites may include Flatmates, Domain, Airbnb, Gumtree, Wotif. If you are interested with homestays, you can also check these websites: homestaynetwork.org, homestay.com. If you are interested in booking hostels, some popular websites to check out for are Travel Australia Center, Hostel Bookers, YHA, Booking.com, Stays. If you are interested in renting managed student apartments, some websites are Semester in Australia, Campus Living Villages, Unilodge, Urbanist. If you are also interested in house sitting, some websites are Mind My House, Trusted House Sitters. Second, real estate agents and websites. I would suggest you to check the website of realestate.com.au, as it will show you the different real estate agencies in the area you are planning to stay in and the list of properties available to that area. If you are in Australia, you can actually visit a real estate office to see an agent to help you find a long-term rental property. Some of the popular real estate agencies include LJ Hooker, Century 21, Rain and Horn, Barry Plan, and many more. This part could be challenging to some students if they don't have rental history and proper income with payslips. However, if anyone in your group can provide those, then there is a good chance. Third, social media. You can use social media such as Facebook groups and pages to find accommodation options in Australia. Suppose I am looking for an accommodation in my area, I will check these. Check properties for rent in Marketplace on Facebook. Just make sure to add your desired location. When you search for Facebook groups, make sure to check the accommodation groups in your municipality. Mine would be Biga Valley Shire. So I will type in accommodations in Biga Valley Shire. Another way is to also join municipality, town, and community groups in that area and then create a post. An example would be this. Don't hesitate to try this as I have seen a lot of people doing it and I have seen a lot of locals extending their help. Fourth, word of mouth. Word of mouth is another way to find an accommodation in Australia. Ask your friends, colleagues, and even strangers if they know any rental properties available around. In my experience, during my house hunt, I did ask everyone whether do they know any place that I can stay or is there any other effective way to find a place in this area. If you don't know how to open it up to others, maybe what I can suggest you to do is, for example, people here would like to greet one another all the time. So for example, the other person says, "Hey, how are you doing?" Maybe you can just answer, "I'm good, but I'm currently struggling to find a place to stay. Do you know any?" Then maybe the other person can actually answer that and give you some suggestions. Fifth, newspapers. Many landlords are still using newspapers to advertise their rental properties. As promised, I still have the video clips of some women who want to share their experiences in their house hunting.
My name is Sam and I'm Australian.
Are you a student?
I am a student.
Where are you from? Which part of Australia?
I'm from Western Australia.
Where are you studying now? And which part of Australia?
I'm studying in New South Wales.
How did you look for a place to stay in Merimbula?
I live with my girlfriend, so I live with friends. Otherwise, I look on Facebook.
Only?
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take for you to find one?
A month, 4 weeks.
4 weeks. So within those 4 weeks, where did you stay?
I had work. I stayed at work.
Ooh.
Yeah, my first job. My first job gave me accommodation.
Is it difficult to find a place in Perth?
It's easier than New South Wales.
What advice can you tell to others, people looking for accommodation in Perth?
Look in South Perth. Look in Armidale and Mandurah. You'll find that's cheaper than going up north.
I'm fun. I was a student. I'm from Thailand. I study in Melbourne.
How did you look for a place to stay in?
I searched through a website. One website called Flatmate and another one from Facebook Market.
How long did it take you to find a place to stay?
It depends. Sometimes 1 week or 2 weeks.
But when you came here first?
When I came here, it's very fast because I just told my agency. So my agency looked for a place for me when I first came here.
What can you advise for students looking for a place to stay in Melbourne?
It's not that hard to find a place to stay, but the price that you want is hard because now the price is very high. So for students, they have so many websites that they can use. The real estate one, they also provide accommodation for students. A lot of websites that they can search.
She is Diana, a Colombian. She has lived in 3 states, Queensland, Victoria, and New South Wales. She was initially a student in Brisbane and eventually moved to Melbourne. Upon moving to Brisbane for the first time, she does not have any place to stay until the taxi driver suggested her to stay in a motel while looking for a place to stay for long term. The next day, she found a place through Facebook. Was it easy to find the place? She answered yes. When she moved to Melbourne, she used Gumtree and Facebook. After Melbourne, she moved to Tamworth, New South Wales, and her accommodation was provided by her workplace. Having been to different places, all she can advise for students is to check all possible ways to find an accommodation as there are lots of opportunities around. Since this could be your first move in Australia, I would suggest you to watch some of my videos as I believe this will help you as you navigate your new life in Australia. I hope all of my suggestions can help you find a place to stay in Australia. If you have any questions, suggestions, or even recommendations, feel free to comment down below. Rest assured, I'll be answering those. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if you find this video valuable. I'll see you on my next video. Bye!